So, as you know, I got this for my birthday. My beautiful spouse found this for me, and it was the only copy, and grabbed it for me, and I got it. And overall, I don't regret it. I love the characters. I love the storylines. I love what was said. I love a lot of it, most of it. Here are the things I don't love about this collection. It says it's essential, but several of the comics that Alison is known for are missing. Like important ones, even ones that she references in the beginning. Here, I'll even okay. So the first one that really comes clear to me is when she references that one, the one with the strap on, right? She references that one. It's not in the collection. It's not in the collection at all. And you know what else is really funny? The Bechdel test is not in this collection. Neither is the comic strip with Mo being misgendered in the bathroom. Those are the only ones that she's like, those two, like the Bechdel test and Alison trying to be an ally to trans women, are missing from this essential Dykes to watch out for. Like, Jillian, the trans character that was featured in that comic strip is in this. She is featured in it. Very briefly. She's not even in the credits. Like, yeah, she's not even in the credits. It goes from Joanna to Joe. Or to JR. Yeah, it goes from Joanna to JR. Or no, not JR, sorry. It goes from, Joanna to JR. It totally skips Jillian, despite the fact that she's not a bit character. She's in it several times, and she's in one, like, what the fuck? And it got me thinking, like, why would you leave out two pivotal comic strips from the so-called essential Dykes to watch out for? Right? And then I started rereading her stuff, and I started going into it more. Alison Bechdel is not really a trans ally. Like, if you actually read this from cover to cover, which I did, and it ends on a cliffhanger. It just ends like on a cliffhanger. This is how it ends. Her girlfriend has cancer, and she wants a sabbatical. That's how it ends. That's how Essential Dykes to Watch Out For ends. And I get it. I know she had to stop the comic strip in order to focus on her books. But wow, was that disappointing. And like, there's just a lot in here that I wish could have been like addressed better. And like, I actually really like this collection. I love learning about like an entire part of society that I was forbidden from. Like, I didn't get to hang out with the Dykes of my family. Or not my family, the Dykes of my society. I didn't even know where they congregated. I didn't know where any of the gay people congregated until I was older. And even then, it was still like, oh, the dam? That's it. Like, I was not privy to growing up queer within queer arms. So it's nice to be able to understand and like learn about that through people who were there, right? And it's nice to also see like the evolution of her style. Like, this is basically how she starts. Oh, it's very good. I'm not gonna joke. I'm not gonna lie. I love, like, she's very, very good at drawing from the start too. And then she ends like in the familiar polished style like that. And it's a great evolution to watch. Like, the drawings just evolve and become amazing. Like, they start amazing and they're just awesome. And like that, I can't complain about that. The storylines are solid. They're tough. They're intrinsic. They're interesting. And so I just started to look into Alison about how she actually feels about trans people. And I reread this, and then I got her recent book, and Spent, and it features, like, it's supposedly, let me get it, hold on. Spent, right? And interestingly enough, this seems to, I don't know what is going on with this book. I loved it. I thought it was great. But you know what is interesting about this book? It features the characters of Dykes to Watch Out For. So obviously the people of Dykes to Watch Out For are people that Alison knows. These are real people. These are real people because they feature in her biography, her autobiography. So, like, here, I'll even, like, you don't believe me? It's in full color. Here, let me find one that doesn't have nudity. Yeah, there they all are. There they are. All the characters. And you know what's interesting? Her girlfriend in this doesn't have breast cancer, but Ginger does. Ginger had it. Ginger has it. So who, like, what? Like, what? So if you go from reading Dykes to Watch Out For and then go to her novels, you don't know what the fuck is happening. I think I missed a novel in between because what the fuck? Although I will say this, it was really cool to see these characters older. And it was really nice to see the only, like, het pair. They're not really het. Like, I'll say bi pair because that's pretty much what they are. The only bi pair, the breeders, of course. Well, no, they're not just the only breeders, but still, like, the bi pair has their throuple and all that good stuff. And I don't know. I just really enjoyed it. It was really cute. And I liked seeing the characters grown up. Alison certainly hasn't grown up a lot. And at least she's self-aware in this. She's a little bit more self-aware when it comes to her being a bit immature and obsessed with things. She's definitely got a high case of OCD, speaking as someone neurodivergent. And especially as someone who's read her shit. Yeah. But, like, sorry, I'm just looking at, like, the nudity. It's so casual and I love. Sorry. 158. I'll just put that out there. I just flipped to page 158. I'm not going to show it because I have a feeling if I show it, I'll get in trouble. Fuck it. I love that. And I love that story. I love her novels. I do. I just don't understand how and why The Essential Dykes to Watch Out For doesn't have The Essential Dykes to Watch Out For. Like, yeah, it does. It does. I'm not going to lie. This is a hefty novel. It is beautiful. It has everything and it smells amazing. But, like, I don't understand why they're not featured. Why aren't these comics that you are known for, Alison, if you are watching this, which you probably aren't, but if you are known for this, Alison, why don't you have these comics in here? Maybe it's because she knew that everybody already knew them, but it doesn't matter. What if somebody had just picked up this novel, this hefty novel, and was like, I want to learn about Alison. I don't know who she is. Who's this? And you're missing the two most pivotal comic strips that help so many have helped so many people, and even has its own, like, fucking historical meme, like, societal meme. Like, I don't understand, and there's no explanation. So I'm the only one apparently who's calling out this, and it's not really a call out, it's just a confusion. Like, Alison is not perfect. She and I disagree on a lot of shit, as I'm sure you've noticed from when I lambasted her for making fun of Judith Butler. Because God knows Alison still doesn't really fucking understand what Judith Butler was talking about in Gender Trouble. I recommend reading their latest book, sweetheart. That'll help you understand. Here, actually, I've got it right here. You didn't understand Gender Trouble? Pick this one up instead. Do it. It is good. It is better. It is fun. It is amazing. It is from last year. This is just from last year. There's no excuse. There's no excuse. Read their book. Read this book. Don't read Gender Trouble. Read summaries and get this. You don't actually need to read Gender Trouble to get this. And I don't know if you've noticed. Do you see the colors? Do you see the colors? I saw the colors. And then, finally, sorry, my stomach, I'm hungry. See? They. But yeah, I read a lot of books, but like I'm just trying to like parse through it and figure it out and stuff like that, and I don't get it. I don't get it. And if somebody can explain it to me, I would really appreciate it because I don't get it. And like, were these people real? And if so, which one had cancer? Like, was it her? Or was it Ginger? Like, who was it? Or was it you? Like, what? Like, what? Because I know it because they show Allison's partner with breasts and they show Ginger without breasts. Whereas in the comic, Ginger ends with breasts and Irene ends without them. I don't get it. Somebody explain it to me. I get it, but like if you're gonna feature these same characters in your autobiography and confuse the fuck out of us without any explanation, girl, what are you doing? What are you doing? But yeah, as the kids say. I don't know. I like Alison Bechdel, but there's a lot to be desired. Apparently, like I'm wondering maybe if she regrets those comics now. Not the Bechdel test, but maybe she regrets. I don't know. She has a lot of internalized transphobia that I think she needs to work on, and she needs to keep it out of her work unless she's going to actually work on that. And if she's not going to work on that, maybe stop featuring it in your work, or admit that you're not into it. And yeah, I don't know. I've been rambling on for 12 minutes now, so I'm going to cut it off, and I'm hungry anyway. But yeah, I don't get it. It doesn't seem very essential to me with all those essential comic strips missing. Not necessarily the dildo one, but why feature it in your why feature it in your prologue if you're not even going to put it in the comic? It just doesn't make sense to me. Okay, bye.